Hello, it's Elena here. I am just coming to you today to talk to you a little bit about meal planning, why it's important, and give you some simple tips and tricks to help you be more successful with it. So, first thing I want to have you do is get out your fancy little 21-day fixed meal plan. I know not all of you may be doing this program, but most of you are, so this is just the easiest one for me to teach on. If you're not doing it, grab the meal plan that came with your program and learn that thing like the back of your hand and keep it out so it's easy to access, because that is what's going to get you the most successes following your meal plan. Okay? So what I'm going to have you do is start out on page 4. Page 4 will give you your little calorie calculator, so you'll put your weight in there and then do what it says, and then it'll give you your calorie allotment for every day of the week. So that's on page 4. Then you will go to page 19, and based on whatever your calorie allotment was at the top, will tell you how many of each of the containers you'll be allowed every day, as well as how many teaspoons of your oils and like peanut butter. Green is your vegetables, purple is your fruit, red is your protein, yellow is your carbs, blue is your healthy fats, and orange is your seeds and dressings. So know that, and then from there you can thumb through the rest of your book. It'll have the description of every container and what foods are allowed in that in a very descriptive list. And then further back, it has ways to swap out your containers for simple treats, like if you want to have a little bit of chocolate chips, maybe a glass of wine, things like that. And sorry, my dryer just kicked on, but things like that, as well as recipes and stuff. So just make sure you have this out and easy to access throughout the week, and to be able to use that. So basically what we're going to be doing is every day we'll have 5 to 6 small meals a day based on your calorie allotment, what your daily schedule looks like, and things like that. If you have long days, if you wake up really, really early at like 4:30 or 5 in the morning and then don't go to bed till like 10 o'clock at night, you might get 6 meals in, but normally most people do 5. So I'm going to just show you a couple different ways that you can track your meals. If you go to the regular group feed on the My Challenge Tracker app, and then go up to the top where it says Info and Files under the title of our group, there I have attached some files with a 21-day fix, planning tools, grocery list, meal plan, and things like that. You feel free to email those to yourself and then print them out, or print them from your phone and have those to access. Some people like to print out that sheet and then put it in like a slip cover, a plastic slip cover, so then you can just use a dry erase marker to write in all your meals every day and then wipe it clean. One thing I like to do is I like to use a little dry erase marker. Now I know everything is backwards, but today is the 15th of September, and these are all of the meals that I am eating today. And what I like to do, this has magnets on it. I keep that on my fridge, so it's a mental reminder of, or a visual reminder when I go to the fridge not to grab something that isn't on this list. So that's another thing you can do. Another thing I have done in the past is I have these color-coded markers. Got my red, green, purple, orange, yellow, and blue. And then what I will do is I will write out meals or every day of the week, and then my 5 meals, and then use my color-coded pens to mark my containers. So here's all the containers I'm allowed in a week, and then I mark that out. Like on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I teach Insanity, and then I come home and do my workout. So I normally am a little more hungry, so I add oats into my shakes on those mornings just to get me a little bit more carbs to make up for all the calories I burnt in the morning. So that's another little thing you can do. There are also, there's a 21-day fix meal tracker app that you can download from your phone's app store, and things like that. But that's just kind of the gist of what you can do. Tomorrow we are going to talk about meal prepping, but I wanted to just give a few little tricks of ways that you can do this, because I personally don't all out prep all my meals because I am home to eat my meals. So my meal prepping might look different than the next person's, but I like to get all of my meats prepped ahead of time, because sometimes I use steamable bags of veggies, or I actually have a microwavable steamer that I can put my vegetables in and then just throw them in and then they're done. So meal prep looks different for different people. Don't overcomplicate it. Throw a bunch of chicken breasts in the crock pot and turn it on in the morning, and then you'll come home and they'll be done. And then you can shred them or keep them the way they are. Throw a bunch of chicken breasts in the oven, some fish. Make a bunch of ground turkey with different seasonings if you want. Chopping up fresh fruit and vegetables so you have it ready to grab, or in little containers that you can take with you throughout the week. I honestly have a rice steamer that I could make, a rice cooker, and it has a steaming basket on the top, so I can make lots of veggies and get all my rice or quinoa or whatever made for the week in that. So you don't need to complicate meal prep. It should be easy. It should be conducive to what your schedule is and made with foods that you enjoy. But honestly, fresh fruits and vegetables, there's not a whole lot of prep other than washing and cutting those. And I like to soak my fruits, and then some vegetables I don't do, like carrots and things like that, because they will deteriorate. But I soak them in my sink with a bunch of water and then a little bit of vinegar, like 1 part water to 3 parts, or 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water. But then I just leave them out to dry because that cleans a lot of the chemicals off of them. Plus it helps them to stay fresh longer. So if you have any more questions about this, feel free to reach out to me and I would love to help. You can see my phone number and my email address, but you can also Facebook message me if you have any questions. All of those are in my coach profile on our app. So I hope you all have an awesome weekend and happy meal planning to you. Peace.